What are those dogs doing over there? What are you doing, dogs? Huh? We're gonna go this way. Come over here, come on. We're going that way. Hey there everybody, welcome back to another video. My name's Caleb. Today I'm out for a hike on a snowmobile trail, and it makes for some pretty easy hiking most of the winter because it's all compacted down. But today it's in the 50s out. It's a pretty nice day, and you can see most of the trail is pretty bare. So it's a pretty nice walk out here. We're gonna be heading down. There's a little bridge that crosses a river, and it's kind of a nice area, so I thought we'd take a walk down here and see what we can see. Things are definitely pretty wet down here. This isn't the river itself, this is just a runoff area. All the snow's running down into the river, which is right over here. And here we are at the bridge to cross the river. And I actually filmed a video out here, almost one of my very first YouTube videos. And I highly doubt anybody that's watching this will know what that video is that I filmed down here. But if you do know, feel free to comment and let me know that you know what video I filmed out here. But yeah, this is from the Snowmobile Club. As far as I know, that's the only reason it was built out here. But again, it makes a nice walking trail too, so. Now, I could continue down the trail that way and sort of make a full circle or a loop back to my house. But then I would have to go up this really steep hill, and this time of year where there's not a lot of snow, but the snow that's left is kind of ice. Hey, what are you doing? You waiting for me? Good girl. Yeah, we're gonna turn back. So yeah, anyway, if I was to continue that way down the trail, I could make it back to my house, but I don't really want to because I'd have to go up a steep hill. So I'm just gonna head back the way I came. But when we get back to the house, I'm gonna be cooking up a little something in the van. So let's get back there and cook some lunch. Let's go, Reese, come on. All right, we are out here and it is beautiful out right now. It's sun shining, and it's actually warm enough out here now that I'm in a t-shirt and plenty warm. I'm not cold at all. So let's go ahead and get our kitchen set up. I got all my stuff ready to go, prepped. And you might remember the table that I had right here that I complained about constantly. Well, I ripped it out. Partially because I didn't want it anymore, and partially because I was trying to put something in here and I couldn't fit it. I couldn't fit it over the table. It was a big trunk and I couldn't fit it over the table, and I couldn't fit it between the seat and the table. And so I was just ramming it in here and it busted it off, and so I ripped it out the rest of the way. And I think the van will be better for it. So I got this TV tray from the house that I'm going to set up and use. I don't really know if this TV tray is going to work out perfect because I still can't fit the propane tank on here. Where's this supposed to go? It's just gonna hang off to the side again. All right, how's that? Do I just cook it like that and sort of diagonal on there? I think I might. I always just forget about it. Like, I think, oh yeah, this will be fine, it'll fit the stovetop. But then this thing is just so annoying. What I need to get is one of those flexible hoses for these things that I could just screw in there. And then the propane could sit down here somewhere, and I could just have a hose that ran off the side of the table. So, yeah, that's definitely the next thing I'm gonna get. But for right now, we're just gonna try it out like this. Real quick before we get started cooking, I'll show you our ingredients and what we're making today. We have pizza style blend, Pepperoni, butter, of course. Everything I cook involves butter. Tortillas, because again, I like to cook with tortillas for some reason. And last but not least, some tomato sauce. Okay, let's go ahead and light up the grill. As per usual, I probably really only need one of them turned on, but we're gonna go ahead and turn on both of them just for the sake of it. It's gonna be my little prep work area over here. Now, I'm always looking for meals that don't involve a big cleanup. You know, like the less utensils it takes, the less pots, pans. Just making sure these are okay, they're kind of old. The less things I have to use, the better. And if only this tortilla is touching the plate and is touching this griddle, then it's gonna be a lot less stuff to clean up. So that's sort of my thought when cooking, especially in a van, that I don't want to have to do a lot of dishes. And that's something that I used to do. I used to do that when I would go camping with Boy Scouts too. Whatever I cooked, I wanted to make as few dishes as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and put some tomato sauce here on our quesadilla, because it would not be pizza without it. That's sort of one of the key ingredients. The next most key ingredient is cheese. Speaking of scouting, notice that one piece of trash. Don't rip it all the way off, just keep it on there, and then there's less of a chance it's gonna blow away and pollute the area. Let's get this cheese on there. I hope that the tomato sauce doesn't screw it up and like make it so the cheese doesn't stick to the other side, because then it might be difficult to cook this. Alright, got our cheese on there. And you know me, I like my pepperoni, or maybe you didn't know that, but I certainly do like my pepperoni. Also, did you notice my shirt? A piece of this, a piece of that. Boston Pizza Festival. I have a YouTube video of my time at the Boston Pizza Festival. Go check it out. Maybe I'll even link it in the description. So, throw some pepperonis in here. 3. I want more than 3 pepperonis. But we're just gonna put a little cheese on the outside of these pepperonis, sort of as a glue. Keep the whole thing glued together. Alright, so now we fold this in half. Get a nice fold on there, and then we're gonna take our butter and... Oh, that's hot, alright. Butter it up. The more butter, the better. I mean, I will have to say, I believe at a certain point there is such thing as too much butter when you're cooking something, and you might just wind up just tasting just pure butter, which is not the tastiest, but you certainly can use as much as you'd like. It's not gonna hurt anything, really. Check it out. Paper towels, finally remembered. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare a second one. That's actually my last tortilla. So, this time on the second one, I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna do cheese, sauce, pepperoni, more cheese. Hopefully seal everything in, get it all glued in there with the cheese. That is plenty. Alright, this one here is looking like she needs a flipping, so we actually are going to use both sides. We'll butter this side here. Ooh, this one's hot. Oh dear. We're burning our butter. Crank that down. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at that and flip it over into this side. And now we can get this side a little extra buttered and make sure it's not too hot either. Got a little more butter on that. And so this second tortilla, like I said, or the second pizza quesadilla, papadilla. I don't know if anyone's seen that. Papa John's came out with something they're calling the papadilla, which is pizza quesadilla, essentially what I'm making today. Anyway, if you've seen that, you know. If you haven't seen that, then whatever. But alright, this one looks good. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on a plate here. This one's got to go a little bit longer before we flip it. It's got a good crunch to it, guys, already. Also, I don't necessarily think it's the sauce leaking out. I think it's the fat from the pepperoni. Some of it. Alright, this definitely has got to be flipped. There we go. And let's turn her around in the butter in there. Make sure we get it nice even spread. And we can actually shut off that side. And let's take a quick look at this cross section here. You see that? That's on quesadilla number 1. Pizza quesadilla. Oh yeah. We done something good here today. That's legit. That's good. And check it out. Once I'm done, I'll have this knife, this spoon, and this plate that I need to wash. Because you know what I'm going to do with my griddle. I'm going to take a piece of this paper towel and wipe it down and call it clean. So that's, well, oop, the wind just came and blew out my grill here. Well, we'll just let this sit on here and let the residual heat finish cooking it, because I'd say it's just about done. So 3 utensils and a plate. That's all I have for dishes, and it's not like it's anything disgusting. This is all easy clean. So there you have it. I don't know, we're just gonna leave this set up on here. And since this is on a ooh, that's scary. Since this is on a TV tray, we're going to do something that might be stupid and spin it around so we can get in the van here. Something. It's a nice day out here. Nice and warm. This might be the best thing I've cooked. By the looks of things, it doesn't really matter how you put the ingredients in. you're not really gonna have to worry about the sauce pouring out as much as I thought. Hey, Grandpa. Hi. Yeah. I was making, these are pizza quesadillas. So, in case you're wondering what the noise was, my grandfather came over and started his tractor and he's raking the driveway. So it does kind of break the illusion that I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but that's alright. I'm enjoying my second quesadilla here, and really good. A+ cuisine for sure. Definitely recommend trying it. Alright, well, I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine and finish eating. But I'd like to take a quick second to go ahead and invite you to join the cult and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.